there more police than you?
Really? I wouldn't think.
Get stuff at the office?
We have a deadline in a few days. And there's so much to
that's all.
get done before. I do not think we will make it.
Access granted.
Please. Over here, please. Please don't make this meeting last any longer than it should.
Janus, if this is your idea of a face-to-face meeting, I'm not impressed.
You didn't think I would jump on a plane to Prague, did you?
I guess not. That conversation we recovered, you know who Manderley was talking to, don't you?
Robert Page, CEO of Page Industries and owner of the VersaLife Corporation. He's a multi-billionaire.
Doesn't mean we can't arrest both of them for conspiracy to commit murder. We heard Page give the order to kill Rucker.
In a recorded conversation that you obtained illegally. It's fruit from the poisonous tree, Mr. Jensen. It won't stand up in court.
What about this orchid, then? Can we find out more about it?
I think we should find out. I'm digging on my end, but there may be something you can do in Prague. VersaLife has an account at the Palisade Property Bank. If you can get to their data vault, we may find some of the answers we're looking for.
You're telling me to break into a bank?
Ark is being manipulated, set up to take the fall for something. Most likely another terror attack.
Fine. What about this Brown? Page mentioned him and some sort of council. Nathaniel Brown, maybe, head of the Santo Group?
Perhaps. Nathaniel Brown stands to earn trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes, but...
Janus.
Adam, the site's been compromised. I just spotted sentry drones headed your way.
What? How? I wasn't followed.
Maybe somebody at PRE detected Janus's hack into the electrical grid. I don't know. Just get out of there.
control mode. Area secure. Maintaining cautious control. Maintaining cautious control mode. Area secure. Maintaining cautious control mode.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
American and Uyobok? That's 2 strikes right there.
I did not like the way those guards from the bank were looking at me earlier. Those Bad Wars guys?
I think I just
What
lost
happened?
another tooth.
Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. I guess I said to the bank. Ask me to leave. Did you say anything? No way. They're much more intimidating than the police. Like they would not even hesitate to kill me. We should get ready to go. Avoid any trouble.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I get the feeling you're not listening to me.
Another two.
What the hell?
You got this,
Nope.
right?
This is a no-canner zone. You aren't going to like what happens next. Ugh! Ah!
Reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false. They are asleep from us.
I think I just lost another tooth.
Mr. Jensen, it's Nomad Stanek. Please, please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter, they're going to kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Prakarska district, an apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
The Og incident
Już byśmy tak mohli zastřelit každýho auga, co uvidíme.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Prakarska district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
You think the police are bothered by those Tarvos guys?
The security guards for the bank? Why would they be?
took you so long? You need to get in there.
What is this place?
This is where they're holding my daughter. After I evaded your agents, I followed one of those fanatics, and he led me here.
Where's she?
He said she was on one of the upper floors, but no one is allowed to go up there. These lunatics are armed. They'll shoot anyone who tries. What are they going to do to her?
It's okay. Mr. Stanek, stay here. I'll take care of it.
No need for violence, Seeker. The mother is preparing the collector. When it is ready.
So many have found their way. One with the machine god.
There was an attempted break-in last night. One of the flesh.
Apologies, brother, but access beyond this point is restricted.
Restricted to who? For a church, you aren't very welcoming.
The ascension is upon us today, and the chosen have already gone forward. The rest of us will have to wait our turn.
Well, I guess I'll get in line then.
Be patient, Seeker. Your turn will come soon.
He was yet and deserves no sympathy.
All she asks is you listen closely. Heed her words to find yourself.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider.
Do you wonder what we will leave behind? Now is not the time to get distracted.
Tonight is only the beginning.
Access granted.
We protect those who cannot protect themselves.
I hope you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yep, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
I envy those in person.
As it should be.
Now is not the time to get distracted.
Area clear. Praise and rejoice. All cities fall to pieces. I can feel the universe come.
I'm glad to have found this place. We protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Our time here grows shorter.
Starving and freezing. Why not give up?
Yes.
The whole city is going to pieces.
Yes. Sometimes even I feel the ascension. The doubt is a flaw of the flesh. Soon we shall no longer doubt. Soon as all will be
Tonight is only the beginning.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Now is not the time to get distracted.
Access granted.
No trace of accelerant.
The world seems to have forgotten.
Must mean remote death or a timer device. We should have found fragments by now. Probably multiple high-yield devices. Haven't found anything indicating they were in series. But all eyewitness accounts say yes. Starving and freezing. Why not give up?
Well, this is it.
This area is clear.
We have love and the pattern. Probably multiple high-yield devices. Haven't found anything indicating they were in series. But all eyewitness accounts say yes. not let your guard down.
Let's keep at it. Come on.
I can feel the universe. Stay calm. It's going to be over soon.
We have no choice. We cannot turn it off now. The chosen have been serialized. We have a wide enough conduit dispersal that they will never pinpoint a tap in the grid to here.
You speak the truth.
I do not think so. There is enough redundancy in the system to support a slight drop in the voltage. Have faith.
It is trying.
We must remain watchful.
We cannot have any interruptions.
We shouldn't let anything stop this mission.
This is where I belong. We must remain watchful.
Keep your head up.
Might have something here. Over.
You got anything? I got nothing.
Remain vigilant. This will end soon.
Here, come on.
Are you seeing anything? Stay calm. It will be over soon.
Let's keep at it. Come on.
Do not let your guard down.
Anybody got anything? Something.
I got something. I got something, I think. Over.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Stay calm. It's over. Come on. We must remain watchful.
Anybody got anything? Something?
Looks clear, over. We're fine, over. All right, I'm with you. German, you.
Soon.
Not like this!
I will become we. This is the singularity.
We must remain watchful. We can't let anything happen tonight.
But I heard something. Looks clear, over.
Do not let your guard down.
Let's keep at it. Come on.
Looks clear, over.
Stay calm. It will be over soon.
Let's keep at it. Come on.
I got something, I think. Over. I will become we. This is the singularity.
The worst has passed. What could go wrong? The worst has passed. Do not let your guard down.
Let's keep at it. Come on.
We can't let anything happen tonight.
We must remain watchful.
Keep your head up.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Stay calm. It will be over soon.
Anybody got anything? Something?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Who's here? What's going on out there? I told you I was not to be distant. Oh my. Come in. Come in and let me see you. How did you get in here? And how did you know to come now? Tonight of all nights, when we are finally ready to answer the call of the machine god's infinite wisdom. Surely, your arrival here is not coincidental.
I'm looking for Allison Stanek.
Of course you are. And you have found her on the eve of her greatest achievement. But do you seek counsel? Assistance in your prayers or meditations? Or are you here to join us? To free yourself from this prison of flesh and give yourself to the glory of the singularity. If there is any way your High Priestess can be of assistance to you, I am more than happy to provide.
I want to ask you about the bombs you built for the attack on Ruzicka Station.
Is that all? My augmented brother Victor is a brave man and a great leader. When he asked me to build some of my little ones for him, I was proud to accept.
I know Victor. If he's behind these attacks, I'd like to have a talk with him.
After our flesh-flood oppressors sent one of their dogs to murder Talos Racker, Victor moved his base of operations to a research center in the Swiss Alps. Garm, I believe it is called.
Garm? Okay, I got it.
That is why you came here? You entered this sacred place to solicit my help against Victor's holy revolution? Traitor! Blasphemer! And I believed you were one of us.
I am. I just have a more inclusive idea of who us is.
Then you have become their willing slave. But not I. I have felt the boots of the police as they spat on me and mocked me for who I was. I could have lain down, like you. But I persevered. And the machine god has given me my reward. I emerged from the crucible enlightened.
Enlightenment is a state of elevated perception and wisdom. You seem to be a little short on both. If you were wrong about why I'm here, I bet you're wrong about a lot of other things too.
I admit when you first arrived, I was in the middle of something, and that distracted me from the true reason for your visit. But who could have anticipated one such as you would side with our enemies? They steal from us, they rape and murder us. They are animals. And animals go extinct, while technology perseveres.
Victor is killing everyone. Not just the abusers, but innocent people. People like your father, who's never been anything but supportive and forgiving.
Father, such a sweet man. I can only hope Victor's attacks will continue to spare him.
Continue? You mean there's gonna be more of them?
You don't think I built only 3 of my little ones for him, do you? I gave him enough to destroy the entire city. Now, if you will excuse me, I must get back to what I was doing before you came.
Hey, we're not done here. Allison? Oh, shit.
It is time, children. It's time now. The body is the prison. Augmentations are the key. The consciousness is all.
Cast off the bounds of flesh and blood. Embrace the singularity.
Allison, stop! I know what you're doing. I've seen this kind of tech before. It ended badly.
You are concerned with our lives. You do not need to worry, brother. Only this physical body will die. Our minds will depart our corporeal shells and merge with the infinite consciousness of the machine god. This is the ascension. I would invite you to come with us, but there is no more room.
I'm more interested in preventing another attack. What's Victor's next target?
I do not know, and it does not matter. I am on the threshold of a new existence. When I become one with the machine god, the artificial burdens of this physical plane will no longer bother me.
Of course they will. Your mind's made up of thoughts and memories. If that's the part of you moving on, you'll be taking all your rage and pain along with you.
Good God. I had not thought of that. It seemed to me that this was my only chance. The world is made up of nothing but agony and suffering, or the futile struggle to avoid them. Moments of happiness are quickly shattered by this reality. The Ascension is our only hope of deliverance.
Not the only one. You've seen the worst that life has to offer, but you're still trying to make things better. And in spite of it all, you believe that it's possible. Everything you need is right here in this room. You are your best hope for deliverance.
Brother, your faith in me, your beautiful trust. I am overcome. It cannot be coincidence that you have made yourself known to me on this most holy of occasions. You are a sign from the machine god that I am to remain here a little while longer. I am not yet ready to ascend. I will spread wisdom to the rest of the world.
My job in this world is to stop people like Victor, and I need your help to do that.
Of course, my dear prophet. I am honored to assist you. Please, wait here. Take this. You can use it to defuse my little ones. It felt good for a change, to build something that saves lives instead of taking them.
Agent Jensen?
Over here.
I am under arrest?
People's lives were cut short, Allison, because of bombs you made.
None of my children will suffer for what I did.
You have my word.
When you confront Victor, be merciful. Remember, he is your brother.
Right. Smiley, Stanek and her escorts are on the way back in now. I need to talk to Miller. He back yet?
No, but just a sec. I'll get him on the line.
Jensen, you and Fletcher find something?
It's bigger than we thought. Where can I meet you?
At Chicane's place. We're flying there now. Miller out.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Why are you stopping?
What has happened?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
What has happened?
Access granted.
Why do you intervene? What has happened? You have no right.
Leave us alone!
You betrayed your own. You betrayed the future of humanity.
Keep moving, Clank. I suggest you go
What
hide
has
yourself
happened?
for the night.
Leave us alone!
Why are you stopping us?
You're the one who called this in, right? To be honest, we should have shut down this operation long ago.
Yeah, I know you're with Interpol. I don't give a shit. You cannot cope.
Can't happen.
I must stay true.
Leave us alone!
This is...
You were here, right? Sounds like she was going to kill these people. Some kind of cult ritual.
I saw your goons again. Why did they take her? She is the victim here.
Mr. Stanek, she confessed to the crime. She made the bombs. Hundreds of people were killed. And now she's accepting the consequences of her actions.
But they manipulated her, corrupted her.
No, they didn't.
But...
I'm sorry. Could have been much worse.
You're right. I know. You did what you could. Thank you, Mr. Jensen.
Hello, sir.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about. Adam, it's Delara. I managed to find out some information on that Marchenko guy you asked me to look into.
What'd you get?
Well, for starters, he wasn't always Viktor Marchenko. Shit. I have to go. My appointment just showed up. I sent what I found to your email. Hope it helps.
Thanks, Delara. I'll check it out.
Shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
You really think Rucker was the problem? That his death is somehow gonna make things better for Augs?
I don't think he was the solution. We need a new leader. Someone a little less beardy, McFancy diploma. Someone who's gonna fight, you know? Stand up to some of these bullshit laws. You hear about the Human Restoration Act?
Yeah. If the restoration vote passes, I don't know that it's gonna matter very much who the leader is.
It's gonna be a government-mandated horror show is what it's gonna be. Men in white coats pulling out augmentations like they are teeth. Anyway, speaking of medical horrors, you ready for me to fix you or what?
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. Changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit. I've done everything I can for you.
Well, that is interesting.
Shouldn't we be arresting you know who by now?
Orders are orders.
Sir, shouldn't we be arresting
We can't let them get away with this.
Have to tell us.
Johnny's not going anywhere.
Pretty obvious what happened.
She won't talk to the
I was
police.
given the same orders you were on.
Please.
But she
Did
I
they send
know
you to protect
all
me?
about our orders. Do me a favor,
I must talk to you about
At
the
least
damage.
pretend to look for evidence.
You want to go for a
You
drink
don't
tonight?
think he did it?
I do
We can't
think
let them
he
get away
did
with
it.
this.
But
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Org victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
It's natural to be scared.
Then you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
Fuck walking this beat.
The only way I'm continuing this...
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Away from the crimes, sir.
I think he found something.
I have some questions.
I will cooperate.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark, black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems. To try and be...
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who will never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a disc jockey. Look at him. He's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do. We're 2 years too late already.
Just keep moving, keep the blood pumping.
I'm not Montag. I don't need your help.
Giving you updates every few minutes.
It's your turn to buy the coffee.
If it wasn't for Johnny, I might have pegged you for this. I got nothing else to say.
Didn't think so.
Gruesome, isn't it?
Wish we could just shoot any ugly thing.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
Enjoying.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
I have what I need.
You do.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
These assholes.
Enjoy. All right.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an Aug. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pulse shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the Aug removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and Aug removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage. across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean, like being my subordinate?
I mean like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. Good luck.
Something is going to push them into attacking us.
Give it a rest, huh?
You think I don't? It was just a matter of time before they got her.
Before who got her?
She's that journalist. The one writing all those things about you know who.
You'll have to fill me in.
Radko Maximilian Perry? The local anti-AUG politician? That's Angela Gunn lying there. She's the one that's been writing about him. There was a threat of a scandal and everything.
Coincidence?
It's important to follow the evidence in situations like this. You can't just accuse people left and right.
I gave you evidence. I told you. The articles.
Right. Other than that, is there anything else that makes you think this politician might be responsible?
Damn right there is. Fucker towed my car once. When he was municipal transport minister.
I see.
I hate that guy so much.
Did you actually see anything?
I just got here, so I see what you see. A dead, augmented journalist.
Thanks.
They'll have to tear us apart.
Yeah, thought as much.
She's just lying there. They should at least cover
Someone
her
is
up.
targeting AUGs. This one is not the first.
Nothing dangerous, right?
No hostile activity detected. Continuing.
Dokladí, like I am not a
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat prohlídky.
Because they aren't security guards, but private military contractors?
Shit, I have no idea. Should the bank be announced?
Nemůžu uvěřit, že trčíme tady.
The premises are secure. Continuing general control mode.
How are you?
Ježiš. Leze mi to tady krkem.
Byla nalezena v uličce rozřezaná na kusy. Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali bdělí a aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných a dobře osvětlených prostranstvích.
And then he started crying. Can you believe it?
Korporátní banka Palisáda odhalila své plány na expanzi svého holdingu v České republice. Ředitelka Palisády Ashany Dalvarová prohlásila, že se počet technických a administrativních pozic zdvojnásobí díky
No disturbance.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
léčby by měl velmi brzy začít vykazovat.
Něco je donutí na nás zaútočit.
Need to fill my ticket code. Part of the month. Ridiculous. Hello? Not much going on.
This way, Abdul-Yopke. We take control.
I mean, their whole neuropathy market basically disappeared.
Where you going? Sure, kick me while I'm down. Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me, so I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any two people in a room and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised Angie held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. 2, society has a right to protect itself. And 3, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I It doesn't mean anything. It's just that I dealt with the company a while back, that's all.
Really? You know, you look familiar. We didn't work together, did we? Hey, did you know Girardelli? Or maybe Powell?
No, I doubt I knew them personally.
That's too bad. We were all in New South Wales together. I thought maybe you... Never mind. And they're all doing fine now. Relatively.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
You've had a hard time adjusting.
No more than any...
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Excuse me?
I've been married a... That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first... Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater. And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. It's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone. You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time. Need more beer. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
My God.
Если в том факт верил,
I have no time for your bullshit.
What's this?
By the way, I told Daria to go.
Let's talk.
All right.
I think I might have some information.
Let me guess. It's the cut.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal.
Hey, not the...
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
Actually, there's something I need to check first. I don't want to accuse the wrong man.
Don't overthink it.
Trust anyone.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
No, I don't believe it.
Dogs. No respect.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-AUG speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is bowling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket. How does that sound?
You owe the family a little more than that, don't you?
I told you, I had nothing to do with whatever happened. Now, who are you? Why are you really here?
I'm here because I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Compassion is for the cameras, but hey, maybe you should be the politician. For a second there, I almost believed you cared.
Your politics are viciously anti-AUG, is that accurate?
Viciously? I like that.
Do you go out of your way to incite violence against AUGs?
I wouldn't call it going out of my way. More like it's on my way. A flower you pick as you pass by. To be honest, my politics aren't even based on an ideology. It's very simple for me. I tell people what they want to hear, and I stay out of jail.
You're not doing a very good job tonight.
I'm doing just fine.
You really hate AUGs that much?
Some more than others.
Tell me about your relationship with Angela.
Angela? Angela who?
Angela Gunn. The journalist who's apparently been writing some very insightful articles about you.
Oh, her. She did a nice job of keeping my name in the news. Local politics is a real slog, you know. As long as they're talking about you, it's good.
Even if she was saying things you didn't like?
Sure, why not? Angela's readers were never my voters. I'm not exactly courting the AUG vote here. Did Angela and I share views? No. Did we like each other? Not one bit. But our hatred was professional, not personal. Nothing to kill over.
Sure you don't want to add anything about Angela?
She got what she deserved, but not from me.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting votes.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me. That's all.
I'll make the calls. You worry about giving me a list of names and numbers.
Sure. My office will forward you the information within 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. Scout's honor.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be involved in one is not.
So you're not going to tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
You sure you don't want to rethink your fake alibi?
Where I was tonight is none of your business.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Jakoby stačilo, že nevím, tak mě ještě podívej.
I know it hurts. You have to hold on. Surely it's the
in uniform.
Did you forget?
What's your position?
Officially?
And unofficially? You're real big.
My position on Augs is nothing personal, if that's what you mean. Like I said, I am a servant of the people. Their desires are my desires. Their prejudices, my prejudices.
I'm talking about your desires. The ones depicted in that photo. Very artistic.
That picture is private. Who are you?
See, I think your position on Augs is a little more complex than you've been letting on. Apparently, Ivanka has footage of what you were doing tonight. Trying to convince those Aug sisters to vote for you, is that it?
What do you want?
Unlike everyone else you seem to know, I'm not trying to blackmail you. I just want to know who murdered that woman tonight.
Wish I could help you, but as you can see, I was busy with something else, of which there is ample video evidence. You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
Your hypocritical private life isn't my concern right now. I just want to know who was in that alley tonight.
It wasn't me. Now, if you want to keep slinging mud at poor Radko Perry, go right ahead, but as far as I'm concerned, you know I'm not a killer.
Well, that's for me to decide, Radko.
Murderers in uniform. Jackbooted sucks.
Omlouváme se za komplikace.
But I think I know.
This can't be happening to me.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I think I'm fine.
That's good.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Look, I don't know who the killer is. I thought it might be Radko Perry at one point, that he was responsible for all this. But that was a dead end. Just like Johnny's a dead end.
What makes you so sure?
I pretended to be Radko during a text messaging conversation. Turns out he rented himself a couple of augmented girlfriends the night of the murder. He was with them the whole time. They got video that proves it, and they're using it to blackmail him.
The less I know about Radko's personal life, the better. What I meant was, what makes you so sure it can't be Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
Interpol.
Time
Who
to
do
wrap
they
this
think they
up.
are?
All right, let's... Call it a night. Get someone to pick her up.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
We spent most of our time eliminating suspects. I still don't know who killed Angela.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. initiated. Access granted.
You think I don't know what's going on here?
Please, I can take it. We must get our numbers. Sorry, we only...
Daz is the man. He'll set you up. Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
You want praxis?
Yeah,
Что за...
Dawes is the man.
Fucking can't feel my toes, man.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
As you wish. But remember, homeowner, this poses a substantial security risk. As you wish.
I don't know you, and I don't want to know you.
This has nothing to do with you. Clear the area.
Plekáči si koledujou o nakládač.
Authorized access only. Shit.
detected. Continuing cautious patrol mode.
Start.
Kvůli nedávným událostem je Růžičkovo nádraží z důvodu opravdu uzavřeno. Omlouváme se za komplikace.
Like I am not a
Let's see your permit, Og.
Of course, officer.
One moment. Transmitting ID scan. Got it. Everything checks out. You're free to go.
More than a few around.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
So you found the bomb maker. Linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her, and she delivered them to Viktor Marchenko.
So it was Ark.
Something more is going on here, Miller. Have you had a chance to backtrace the pocket secretary I gave you?
Not yet, but I will, when I get back to the office.
Good. Because Stanek also told me that Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps. A research facility called GARM. That sound like something Ark has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back, get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours? Oh, what the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
To get us there, sure.
Fine, do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that. Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. They're starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from her stands true, Golem City will be the least of our problems. So what do you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
When we first talked, you told me that your limp kept you honest. That's an interesting way of looking at an injury.
Your preamble's as thin as soup, man. Don't dance around it, just ask it.
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? Men that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Ogs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
Not quite. Let me take...
You know where I'll be. You're all set now.
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing. Look.
Fair enough.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing.
Yeah, fire it up.
Just popped up on radar. I'll keep us beyond visual range and engage DRFM jamming. You can scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
Crazy? We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine. Not setting us down.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Granted.
You really must avoid taking those wrong turns. A little taste, so at the end you understand what you're interfering with. Give my regards to Talos.
I thought there'd be more blood. You said Walker was covered in it.
Racker had more meat in him than this one. Maybe that's the difference.
But you're sure he'll die?
The Orchid has no mercy. His end will come. It will be slow, and it will be painful. Just time enough for a man to think on his sins. Yeah!
If he found us, it means the facility is compromised. We should move out.
No. We were warned that this one was coming. We have time before they start searching for him.
If you are certain. What about your friends from Ark?
Those fools have outlived their usefulness. Let them drink a little more. Then go sleep. Don't do bodies with this one. Enough of this dead weight. You carry him now. This is as far as I go.
You're flying back to Prague.
I need to meet with those devoted pigs. Get them to accelerate the timeline so our shipment clears customs immediately.
They will want more money.
Smugglers always want more money. But the Valley won't get it.
So the men and I should stay here and proceed as planned?
Brown confirmed everything with Picos last night. Date and time.
End of the line for you, friends.
Chicane, come in. Damn. How long have I been out? Alex, it's me. I need help.
Finally! Been trying to raise you ever since you blew off the bank. Where the hell are you?
The Swiss Alps. Research facility called GARM. Walked into an ambush. I can't raise TF-29's pilot.
The Swiss Alps? Fuck, man, it's gonna take time to scrounge up a VTOL. What happened?
They were waiting for me when I got here. Marchenko and the gold mask mercs from Dubai.
Jesus. You gotta get out of there. Look, stay low, find an exit and... Well, I'll get back to you when I've got a plan.
And I'll keep trying to raise my pilot. These guys think I'm dead, Alex. Maybe I can take advantage of that. Have a peek around.
You don't know what you're checking, man. The next time you see my daughter, let me know what the hell
Perimeter detail reports west side all clear. Perimeter detail reports south side all clear. Perimeter detail reports north side, all clear.
Laszlo hasn't been cleared for the mission. He's still having those headaches. Hang on.
Cargo 2 is loaded and awaiting secure. Slavensky, report to Cargo 4 for inspection.
That's it. The last of the gears been loaded.
This takes a long time to compile. It's worth it though.
All cargo not loaded by 0400 will be terminated in the burn. Personnel, the clubhouse is closed. We are clearing the site. Transports are en route. T-minus 60 minutes to full evac. Attention all personnel. Site burn will commence in 1 hour. Gala, report to the shooting range immediately. Perimeter detail reports west side all clear.
Better up jackets for condition.
Perimeter detail reports east side all clear. Perimeter detail reports south side all clear. Cargo 2 is loaded and awaiting secure. Slovensky, report to Cargo 4 for inspection.
It's not. It's about panic. Our job is to create chaos, keep everyone off.
Attention, T-minus 60 minutes to full evac. Attention all personnel. Site burn will commence in 1 hour.
We should take those cables. You never know when you might need an extra.
Gala, report to the shooting range immediately.
Someone's been hiding a generic neuroposit stash in here.
Perimeter detail reports west side all clear.
Did you say we have to leave our choppers or just the one?
Westman the checks always catch something.
Perimeter detail reports east side all clear.
We stored a lot of killing power in here. It would be good to let some of it out.
detail report south side, all clear.
We're low on suit packets. No surprise when this is. This must be what roadies feel like on tour, except our instruments are more lethal.
Cargo 2 is loaded and awaiting secure. Slovensky, report to Cargo 4 for inspection.
Okay, we have to move back choppers.
All cargo not loaded by 0400 will be terminated in the burn.
This must be what roadies feel like on tour, except our instruments are more lethal.
Attention all personnel. The clubhouse is closed. We are clearing the site. Transports are en route. Attention. T-minus 60 minutes to full evac. Attention all personnel. Site burn will commence in 1 hour.
can't wait to torch this place.
Perimeter detail reports south side, all clear. Perimeter detail reports north side, all clear. Cargo 2 is loaded and awaiting secure. Slovensky, report to Cargo 4 for inspection.
Listen clear. Copy. Everything is almost ready for pull-out. Like the man said, you can hurry, but don't be flaky. For the mission from Box Clear.
Sergei is spot leader.
Makes sense. He's the one with the Titan system.
Yeah, there are advantages to being damn near bulletproof.
Sure, if things go to shit, we can all be glad to get out of this frozen hell. Double confirm. Possible contact. Things go to shit, we can all take cover behind him.
Everything is almost ready for pull-out.
This takes a long time to compound. It's worth it, though.
Weapons and ammo, check. Uniforms, check. I think we're good.
Vector is green. Copy? Yes, copy. All quiet.
Everything is almost ready for pull-out.
Contact! Closing!
Alone my screwdrivers prevail. Hope he remembers to pack. Negative acid.
Stay with me!